The train journey into Switzerland was a spectacle. Mountains dusted with snow, valleys dotted with chalets, and the rhythmic clatter of wheels on the tracks echoing through the crisp morning air. As the train snaked its way through the heart of the Alps, I felt as if I was gliding through a living painting, each frame more breathtaking than the last. Waterfalls sparkled in the sun, tumbling down sheer cliffs, their spray catching the light and scattering rainbows across the valley floor. The sound of rushing water mingled with the distant chime of cowbells, creating a symphony unique to these mountains. Every turn revealed a new postcard-perfect scene, the air crisp and pine-scented, even through the carriage window. The forests seemed endless, their deep green a striking contrast to the white peaks above, and I found myself pressing closer to the glass, eager not to miss a single detail. I wasn't just traveling to a destination, I was entering a world that humbles you, a place where nature's power is on full display. The sheer scale of the mountains, their jagged silhouettes etched against the sky, made me feel both small and incredibly alive. As we climbed higher, the landscape transformed. Villages shrank below, cowbells echoed, and the anticipation built. The train seemed to defy gravity, winding its way up impossibly steep slopes, while the world below became a patchwork of green meadows and tiny rooftops. My heart raced with excitement for the adventure ahead. Every mile brought me closer to the unknown, and I could feel the energy of the mountains seeping into my bones, awakening a sense of possibility. The final stop, a remote valley, cradled by formidable peaks, where the silence was broken only by the wind and the distant rush of water. It felt like stepping into another world, untouched and wild, and there it was, a bridge suspended high above a turquoise river, swaying gently in the mountain breeze. The water below shimmered like a jewel, inviting and intimidating all at once. From below, the bridge looked impossibly high, a thin ribbon daring you to face your limits. It was both a gateway and a challenge, a test of courage set against the grandeur of the Alps. Every step toward it felt significant, the air thinning, the world narrowing to this moment, my senses sharpened, every sound and sight amplified by anticipation. This is the essence of adventure, not just the leap, but the journey, the mental preparation, the way your mind races with excitement and fear, and the camaraderie of fellow travelers sharing in the thrill. The way the environment becomes part of you, its energy mingling with your own, until you feel inseparable from the landscape around you. The Swiss Alps weren't just a backdrop, they were a character in my story, shaping every thought and emotion, challenging me to rise to the occasion. Here I would test my spirit, standing on the edge of possibility, ready to embrace whatever came next. The stage was set for today's challenge, a leap into the unknown, surrounded by the timeless majesty of the Swiss Alps. Standing on the bridge, the world opened beneath my feet, a dizzying drop that seemed to stretch on forever, the air charged with anticipation. My heart pounded in my chest, echoing the rush of the river below. And for a moment, time seemed to slow as I took in the vastness around me. The river, a blue-green ribbon far below, shimmered in the sunlight, winding its way through the valley like a living thread connecting earth and sky. Its beauty was both inviting and intimidating, a reminder of nature's power and serenity. The primal fear of heights surged within me, an ancient instinct warning me of the danger. But I knew I had to manage it, to acknowledge its presence without letting it control my actions. This was a test of willpower as much as courage. My palms sweated, my stomach flipped, familiar signs I was alive, pushing my boundaries. Every nerve ending seemed to tingle, reminding me that I was on the edge of something extraordinary, something that would change me. The wind whispered through my hair, carrying the scent of adventure. Eagles soared overhead, their effortless grace inspiring me to find my own strength. I drew courage from their freedom, letting it fill me with determination. Fear and excitement mingled in my veins, adrenaline sharpening my senses and making every detail vivid. The world felt more real, more immediate, as if I was truly awake for the first time in ages. This bridge was more than steel and concrete. It was a line between comfort and self-discovery, a threshold I had to cross to find out what I was truly capable of. It stood as a symbol of every challenge I'd ever faced. I took deep breaths, focused on the beauty around me, and reminded myself this was a place of power, not danger. The mountains, the river, the sky, they all seemed to encourage me, urging me to trust in the moment. The moments before a challenge are a mental battle. Your mind lists every risk, every possible failure, but you must quiet that voice and listen to the one that believes in you. It's a conversation between doubt and hope. I focused on the pride of overcoming, the feeling of accomplishment that would come from stepping beyond my fears. I pictured the joy of looking back and knowing I had done something bold. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in spite of it, moving forward even when your instincts scream to turn back. It's about making a choice to grow. I chose to be brave, to trust my preparation and myself. Every step, every breath was a commitment to living fully, to embracing the unknown with open arms. The adventure was about to begin. The crowd's energy, the anticipation in the air, all built to this single, electrifying moment. I was ready to cross the line, to leave fear behind and leap into the unknown, trusting that on the other side, I would find a stronger, braver version of myself. The moment of truth, walking to the jump platform, a grated metal extension over the abyss. The ground vanished, replaced by a see-through floor and a dizzying view below. My senses sharpened, the metal's texture, the wind's whistle, the river's color. The crew's calm professionalism anchored me, their confidence was contagious. Every strap, buckle, and connection was checked and double-checked. Their steady voices and practiced efficiency built trust, quieting my fear. Standing on the edge, toes curled over the platform, the world fell away. The Jumpmaster's countdown began. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bungee! The command was a release. In that instant, thought vanished. No fear, no doubt, only action. I overrode every instinct to step back and chose to leap. One final breath, a look at the horizon, and I pushed off. I chose to fly. That decision, to leap into the void, was pure liberation. I was free. Before stepping onto the bridge, safety was paramount. The crew operated with surgical precision, inspecting every piece of equipment. The bungee cord was examined, its strength and reliability explained in detail. Getting into the harness was a careful ritual. Seat and ankle harnesses, every strap checked and double-checked. Their system of checks and balances removed any doubt. They explained each step, turning anxiety into understanding. Questions were welcomed, building trust and confidence. The final connection, the bungee cord attached at 2 points, carabiners locked and checked. I felt secure, the fear of equipment failure gone. Their professionalism and empathy countered my nerves. With this foundation of safety, I could fully embrace the thrill. I was ready for the leap. Pushing off the platform, time warped. First, pure, silent weightlessness. For a moment I floated, free from gravity, arms outstretched, eyes wide. Then gravity took hold, the wind roared, and the world blurred past. The canyon walls streaked by, the river rushed closer, a sensory explosion. Amidst the chaos, a strange peace settled in. Surrendering control was freeing. The fall felt both endless and instantaneous. My mind captured every detail, the rocks, the light, the trees. I became part of the landscape, a brief line through the canyon. Just as the river neared, the bungee cord caught me. No jolt, just a smooth deceleration. The downward rush ceased. I hung weightless at the ark's bottom. The wind faded, the valley sounds returned, and I shouted in triumph. Upside down, I looked up at the bridge, a tiny thread connecting me to the world. I had done it. As I rebounded, the experience transformed. Suddenly I was a pendulum, soaring skyward, weightless and free. The world below seemed to fall away, replaced by a rush of air and the wild swing of the cord. For a moment I felt suspended between earth and sky, caught in a dance of gravity and flight. The force of the recoil launched me up, the world flipping and spinning around me in a dizzying blur. The sky and the bridge traded places as I tumbled through the air, my senses overwhelmed by the sheer speed and motion. Every second felt stretched, as if time itself was bending with me. Terror gave way to exhilaration. I laughed and shouted, my voice echoing off the canyon walls. The fear that gripped me at the edge was gone, replaced by a wild, unfiltered joy. In that moment, I felt truly alive, every nerve ending singing with excitement. Hanging there, gently swaying above the river, I found a moment of quiet reflection. The chaos faded, replaced by a profound sense of calm. I could hear my own breath, slow and steady as I floated between the sky and the water below. Adrenaline still pumped through my veins, but a deep calm settled in, grounding me. My heart, once pounding, now beat with a steady rhythm, matching the gentle sway of the cord. The river sparkled below, sunlight dancing on its surface, while the trees formed a lush green carpet stretching to the horizon. People on the bridge above looked impossibly small, like distant spectators to my private adventure. It was a peaceful pause in the adventure, a rare chance to simply be suspended in time and space, surrounded by beauty and silence. The sensations were a true symphony, wind rushing over my skin, breathtaking views filling my eyes, my heartbeat slowing as the adrenaline lingered. Every sense was heightened, every moment vivid and unforgettable. I felt more alive than ever, my spirit soaring with a newfound sense of freedom and accomplishment. Being lowered to the boat below was the gentle final chapter, a soft landing after the wild ride. The world slowed down, and I drifted back to reality, savoring every last second of the descent. The crew welcomed me with smiles, unhooked me from the harness, and I sat down, the solid seat feeling almost foreign after the freedom of the air. Relief and exhilaration mingled as I caught my breath. I looked up at the bridge, amazed at what I'd just done, grateful for the courage to leap and the memories I'd carry forever. After the jump, euphoria washed over me. Relief, pride, pure joy. I had faced fear and chosen courage, leaving me empowered. The world looked brighter, the air fresher, the mountains taller. This is the reward of adventure transformation, not just memory. Overcoming fear breaks down inner walls, opening new possibilities. If I could jump off a bridge, what else could I do? The feeling of fear is temporary. The pride of overcoming it lasts. The bungee's rebound mirrored my emotional rebound. I fell into fear but soared back up. Triumph is in rising and laughter replacing screams in resilience. Back on solid ground, I felt deep gratitude for the Alps, the crew, and my own strength. I had tested myself and emerged victorious. Switzerland is an unparalleled stage for adventure. Majestic landscapes elevate every experience. Bungee jumping here is more than adrenaline. It's an intimate encounter with beauty and awe. The memory of the jump is forever tied to snow-capped peaks, turquoise river, and open sky. True travel is about forging a bond with a place, not just passing through. I now have a visceral memory connected to this valley. It's part of my story. Adventure travel is about creating meaningful stories in the world's greatest classrooms. Swiss precision and respect for nature make it all possible. You can trust the process and embrace the wild. As I sat by the riverbank, the bridge above, I reflected on the journey, from anticipation to triumph. It was more than a jump, it was a compressed life lesson in courage and joy. A perfect day. Every adventure changes you, adding a new story to your soul. The Swiss jump reminded me, the greatest rewards lie just beyond our comfort zones. The world is full of bridges to leap from, both literal and metaphorical. The key is courage, to step to the edge and see what you're capable of. Don't let fear set your boundaries. The journey isn't over. Adventure is a fire that needs feeding. Seek out new challenges, near or far, never stop exploring. I hope this story sparks your own adventurous spirit. Find your bridge, prepare, and leap with all your heart. The pride you earn will be yours forever. The adventure continues, the best is yet to come.